Welcome to your yoga flow for sore back release. Today, in this calming, relaxing flow, we'll be alleviating pressure from our lower back as we soothe our aches and pains. So, if you're ready to begin, grab your mat and we'll get started. Wonderful. Let's begin seated on our mats. Come into a child's pose at the back of your mat, resting your weight on your shins. Bring your toes together and bring your knees out to the side slightly, allowing for more room into your child's pose. Reach your body forward along your mat, resting your head into the earth. Ground down through the palms of the hands and let the belly expand and release with every breath. Close your eyes and take a moment to set a personal goal or intention for your practice today. Wonderful. Now go ahead and begin to rock your head from side to side, massaging out that spine. Come to stillness. Inhale and roll through your body. Come up into a tabletop pose, resting your weight on your palms and your shins still. We want to have the shoulders right above the wrists. Hands are shoulder width apart. And the hips are right over the knees. Knees are hip width apart. So you can walk your knees a little bit in or out depending on where you're resting today. Let's inhale and reach your heart forward. Look up to the sky. Release your belly to the ground. Exhale, hollow out your belly by tucking your chin into your chest and hips up into your belly. Inhale, splay your ribs, reach your heart forward, look up. Exhale, hollow out the belly, chin to chest. Beautiful. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, hollow it out. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, belly button to your spine, press into the hands. Last time, inhale, reach your heart forward. And exhale, tuck the hips under. Wonderful. Let's come back to neutral. Place the hands, each one handprint in front of where they were before. Tuck your toes under, and then send your hips up and back into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep the knees bent here in this first downward dog. Inhale, gaze front between your hands. Exhale, raise your heels and take a couple steps into your Uttanasana, or forward fold. Again, keeping the knees bent here, allowing the spine to really relax over the legs. We don't want to put too much strain on our lower backs. Really target the hamstrings here by bending the legs and then straightening only as much as is comfortable without putting pressure on your spine. Folding from our hips. Inhale, let's lengthen up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees again and roll it up all the way to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Chin is tucked into your chest and your head comes up last. Beautiful job. Inhale and reach your arms up. Exhale, palms come to your heart center and open. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale as you swan dive into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands into the earth and step back into your high plank. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, lower into your Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin to modify. Keeping those elbows in and back flat. Now inhale for upward dog or cobra, cinching the legs together. Exhale, send your hips up and back into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Wonderful work. Take a pause here in this downward dog, noticing the inhale and the exhale, trying to take advantage of what your breath can do for your body, sending more oxygen into your spine or into your hamstrings, grounding down through the palms of your hands as you lengthen the legs with every exhale. Wonderful. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. On your next inhalation, tuck your hips up into your belly and roll through into your high plank. Inhale, reach your heart forward, and exhale, lower yourself all the way to the mat, elbows in, and then release all the way down onto the mat. Bring your hands back by your sides, and if you want, you can also tuck your palms underneath your hip bones, allowing for a little bit more support here. We're going to take our half locust pose, or Ardha Shalabhasana. So have your head wherever is comfortable for you, placing the forehead down on the mat, resting your cheek on the side. And inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up off the mat by reaching it further and further behind us until it eventually just lifts up. So go ahead and engage that glute muscle, reach the hamstring to the sky, point those toes out and away from you. Hold it for one breath. Inhale and exhale. Point those toes. Now let's relax down into the mat. Try not to push too hard into your hip bones. Inhale. Let's lift the left leg up now. Point the toes. Reach the left foot up to the sky. Ardha Shalabhasana. Strengthening that glute muscle. Engaging the hamstring. Firming that knee. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale, release it down. Beautiful job. Let's do the right side once again. Inhale, reach the right toes behind you as you lift the knee to the sky. Engage that right glute. Firm through that back leg. You've got this. Inhale and exhale, release it down. Let's take the left side last time. Inhale, lift the left foot up off the mat. Tuck the hips up into the belly so we don't push too hard into our hip bones. Firm that back knee. Lengthen the leg out and away from your body. Beautiful. And release it on your next exhalation. Go ahead and draw your hands back out in front of you and press up onto your forearms, placing them a little bit out in front, creating our Sphinx pose. Arms are parallel to one another. Fingers are spread as wide as is comfortable as the palms root down to the ground. Try to reach your shoulders down to the earth, pressing up out of those elbows, creating space under your ear. Wonderful. Reach your heart forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, relax it down to the mat. Draw your hands back by your rib cage. Press into the palms. Tuck your toes under. Send your hips up into downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Take a pause here in this downward dog. Finding the breath. Allowing your body to go a little deeper. Now inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest and step between your hands. Lower the back knee down to the mat and press into the right knee with your palms, creating our Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Once again, creating space between our shoulders and ears. Draw the right hip back as you push the left hip forward. Try to have that right knee on top of the right ankle and don't let it fall out to either side. Imagine your body as the crescent moon, the crown of the head extending up and out and then that back leg releasing to meet it. Inhale, let's reach our arms overhead. Exhale, place the palms by your sides and send your weight back over that left knee. Straighten the front leg and adjust if you need to. Coming into our Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose. Flex those right toes back towards your shin, actively engaging the backs of the legs in order to draw stress and tension away from our lower back. It's so important to stretch out and lengthen those muscles surrounding it. So if our hamstrings and glutes are really tight, it'll start creating pain and tension in our lower back. So breathe deeply into this half splits. You've got this. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhale, hinge from your hips over that front leg. Inhale, welcome that light into your body. Exhale, let it go. Wonderful. Let's lengthen the crown of the head forward as you bend the right knee and come back into your crescent lunge. Place the hands on either side of that right foot and send the hips back into your three-legged dog. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, bring your knee back into your chest as we lower into our pigeon by dropping the right shin towards the left thumb. Extending the left leg behind you. Inhale, lengthen up tall. Exhale, collapse over that right thigh. Releasing our glute muscles, compressing that hip. Try to soften every part of your body, sending love into your back, releasing every tension. Inhale and exhale. Release further. Wonderful. Now inhale, press into the hands, tuck the back toes under, and come back into your three-legged dog. Eventually lowering down into your downward dog. Right foot meets the left. Inhale, tuck the hips up into the belly. Exhale, roll through the spine, coming back into our high plank. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Release your body onto the floor. Draw your hands back by your sides and place the palms underneath the hip bones. Let's take our half locust once again. Inhale, lift the right leg up off the mat, lengthen. Engage that glute muscle, firm that hamstring. And exhale, release it down. Inhale, left leg comes up. Ardha Shalabhasana. Firm the back of that leg. Inhale. Well done. And exhale, release it down. Right leg once again. Inhale, lift the right leg up off the mat. Point those toes. Reach it as far behind you as you can. Inhale. And exhale, release it to the mat. Last time, inhale, left leg reaches up. Beautiful work. Squeeze that glute muscle. Wonderful. Ardha Shalabhasana. And exhale, release it down. Draw your hands out in front of you, press into your forearms and reach your heart forward, coming into our Sphinx pose. Drop the shoulders away from those ears. Press up out of the forearms. Squeeze your legs together. Lengthen that spine. Inhale and exhale. Draw the hands back down by your sides. Press up into your all fours and transition back into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Wonderful. Now lift the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale and bring your knee into your chest. Step between your hands. Lower the right knee down to the mat and press into the left knee with your palms. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Check your alignment here. Notice what your hips are doing and try to draw the left hip back as you push the right hip forward. Firm down through your shoulder blades. Press into that front knee, deeper and deeper. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, place the hands into the mat and send the hips over that right knee. Extend the left leg and flex the left toes up to the sky. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose. Keeping those hips nice and square still, we want to lengthen our entire spine and hinge forward from our hips. Draw that left hip back and push your right hip forward, actively flexing those left toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, see if you can soften a little further over that front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften it down. Feel that left hamstring and calf muscle release with each breath. Wonderful job. Inhale and exhale. Come back into your Anjaneyasana. Frame that left foot with your hands and send the left foot into your three-legged dog. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest and lower the left shin towards your right thumb, creating our pigeon pose. Beautiful work. Lengthen that back leg, reach the crown of the head to the sky, and exhale, collapse over that front leg, releasing the glute muscle, grounding down through all points of the body. Soften your shoulders. Let the tension from your body be released. Wonderful job. Inhale and press into your hands. Gently come back into your three-legged dog. Release down into your downward dog, feet together. Inhale, gaze front between your hands. Exhale, raise the heels, bend the knees, and take a couple steps into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, bend the knees and roll all the way up to standing. Reach your arms overhead. And exhale, palms come through heart center. Open for Tadasana. Inhale, let's bring the right knee up into our one-legged Tadasana. Now bend both knees and cross the right ankle over the left knee as you come into your standing figure four variation. You can have your palms at your heart center here, sinking as low as you can on one leg, or you can place the hands down into the mat, really getting deep into that glute muscle. Wherever you are today is exactly where you're meant to be. If this is still a little bit challenging for you right now, you can go ahead and lie down and come into your reclined figure four pose variation. Either variation is totally okay for today. Don't worry about what others may be doing or how you think you're supposed to be right now. It's just about releasing that glute muscle and getting deep into the hip joint in order to release our back and allow for more comfort. So inhale wherever you are and exhale, sink it a little deeper into the posture. Wonderful. Inhale and exhale. Release your figure four. And if you're standing, come into your chair pose, Utkatasana. If you're lying down, just bend those knees. And let's switch sides. Inhale, stand up for one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, cross the left ankle over the right and fold over into your figure four. Again, or if you're lying down, just cross the left ankle over the right and thread the needle through. Wherever you are today is exactly where you're meant to be. Hold it here. Send breath into your glutes, lengthening the backs and sides of the legs. Inhale, welcome that positive energy and release the tension from your lower back. Lengthen your spine. Melt it into the earth if you're lying down. Inhale and exhale. Stand up into your chair pose. Bring both feet together. Inhale for standing back bend. And exhale, release into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Eventually coming into a seated position on your mat. Let's bring the bottoms of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the sides. Grab onto your toes and sit up tall on your sits bones, creating our butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Once again, getting deep into those hips and relieving tension from the lower back. Breathing deeply into every posture, allowing for a sense of calm and contentment to flow over you. Inhale, release those knees, don't hold anything back. Exhale, let it go. Exhale, exhale, and exhale. Wonderful. Now let's draw the knees back together. Place the bottoms of the feet on the earth and roll all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees towards your chest and bring your knees eventually into your armpits and down to the mat, grabbing onto the outsides of your ankles or calves. Ananda Balasana, or Happy Baby Pose. Feel free to rock from side to side here, or whatever feels good for your body in this pose. We want to really allow the entire spine to melt into the earth, releasing any tension, opening the groin muscles, and creating space in our lower backs. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Wonderful. Hug those knees back into your chest and eventually place them down onto the mat. Bring the bottoms of their feet to the outsides of your mat, parallel to one another, and just knock your knees inward, allow them to touch. Reverse that happy baby pose. Inhale and exhale. Release your left leg along the length of your mat and cross the right knee over the left, allowing the legs to fall over to the left side. Coming into our Supta Matsyendrasana, our reclined Lord of the Fishes pose. Arms can be out in a T shape, pressing the left hand onto the right knee gently. Shoulder blades pressing into the mat. Eyes are relaxed. Neutralize your spine. Inhale and exhale. Release it back to center. Lengthen the right leg and bend the left knee. Cross it over to the right side and gaze to the left. Supta Matsyendrasana. Feeling the opposition of the hips and the head, pulling your spine and creating space between each vertebra. Listen to your heartbeat. Come back to the present. Inhale and exhale. Release your twist and extend both legs along the mat. Open the hands up to the sky for our final posture today, Shavasana. Allow the head to be heavy, the shoulders drop down the back, the belly open, rising and falling. Notice your breath. Notice any points in your body where you may still be harboring tension, and simply release them into the mat. Surrender. Become vulnerable. Create that space within. feel free to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you need. Otherwise, if you want to finish off with me today, go ahead and begin to find movement throughout the body, taking a big inhalation into your lungs, and exhale, roll over into a fetal position on one side, eventually sitting up into an easy seat. Cross the legs, bring your palms to your heart center, and bow down to your own heart. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I'll see you again on the mat soon. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching Mermaid Yoga. Don't forget to share and like this video and comment any suggestions or requests you may have. Click that subscribe button to watch our channel grow. We'll see you again soon.